Hey, bendición, what up? This is El Conquistador back with another video. I don't know why I got like this streak of lighting over here. I don't know. I'm just a guy with this phone. So let's do a video. There are people with online botanicas who like to add in their videos or bio, quote, I am a child of so-and-so. I'm a child of Yamaya, I'm a child of Elegua, I'm a child of Olokun, yada, yada, yada. As if being a child of a specific orisha gives them and their business more credibility. There are people who believe that they can bless or even consecrate orisha-based products based on the fact that they are a child of a particular orisha, or after they had a bajada de santo. I don't know, bajado de santo, bajada. Y'all see my videos, you know my Spanish is not all there. Where your guardian orisha is determined via Ifa or the Dilogun. For example, I came across an online botanica owner who was bottling up and selling her Olokun water on the grounds of being marked a child of Olokun, and she has her mano de orula, Ikofafun, or Ikofa for short. Though I must add that this particular person, the Olokun water is no longer available for purchase, there are still products available on her site that I do find disagreeable. As such, I have my next candidate for my Sancocho series. If you're unfamiliar with my Sancocho series, the link is going to be in the bio, so you can see the other public figures that I give critique. Remember, this is not hate towards anyone, but the fact is that all the people in my Sancocho series are public entities with public businesses and public social medias, and such are subject to public scrutiny and critique. The only difference is I really try hard to base my Sancocho episodes based on factual, visual evidence, not just slander or hate, just reviews. So be on the lookout for that particular video. Continuing on. So people use I'm a child of so-and-so to justify them selling certain products or saying they bless certain products or that they consecrate certain products. Being a child of any orisha does not give any licencia, any license, any authority, the common word is licencia, to anyone. Being a child of any orisha doesn't give licencia, doesn't give authority to anyone. There are different levels of ocha. There are levels of Ifa as well, but I try to stay in my lane. So the first, there are three levels of ocha, not including Obaoriate. The first is aleo. We all know aleo, the person has zero ceremony done. Aleo is translated as a stranger. I believe aleo literally means foreigner. And then the next one is aboricha, or it's also called media asiento. This person has their eleques, they have their warriors, they have their mano de orula, they may have their olokun, they may have their ibejis, and they are half-seated. Aborisha. What that word literally means, I'm not 100% sure. It may be owl, aworisha, owl. Owl means plate. Owl means secret or mystery, and then orisha. So like they have the mysteries of orisha, but they don't have all of them. And then the next level will be olorisha, olocha. Yeah, olocha. Owner of orisha. Owner or orisha. Of orisha. Out of these three, the only ones who are allowed to consecrate anything are olorisha. Saying I'm a child of Olokun so I can sell my personal Olokun water is incorrect. Saying I'm a child of Elegua so I can make road opening candles and put my Elegua to work for clients is incorrect. Saying I'm a child of Obatala so I can rogate people's heads is incorrect. There are people not crowned who do trabajos for clients on top of their adimu orisha. This is incorrect due to lack of licencia, due to lack of not being an olorisha, due to lack of not being an initiate. And the word, when I know I use a lot of vocabulary and I cannot assume what you guys know or don't know. When I say there are a lot of people that are not initiated that do work on top of their adimu orisha, that means the adimu orisha is any orisha. Technically, it's like any orisha that isn't made to the head, but you know, they're adimu orisha. They're orula, they're elegua oguno chosi, they're osun, they're olokun, all of which you can be initiated to except for Osun. But Adim Orisha, usually the ones that, Inlea Batan, Orisha that are not put to the head, but it gets complicated. You can get them on the head as well. Adim Orisha, Orisha that you receive before initiating. Continuing on. Being a child of any specific Orisha does not give any authority to the person to, quote, work Ocha in any way, shape, or form. In addition, being an Apete doesn't give you any licencia in any way, shape, or form. Being an Apete is, I can't remember exactly what it translates to, the word, but basically being a woman and having received your mano de orula, your ikofa. That doesn't give any licencia in any way. If being a child of a specific Orisha did give licencia, did give authority, then everybody can claim to, quote, bless items because everyone is born a child of Obatala and remains a child of Obatala until the moment they have another Orisha seated on their head via Kariocha, via the Yoko Ocha ceremony, via initiation. Unless you are an Olorisha and have the full Kariocha ceremony, initiation done, you have zero licencia to consecrate anything or make claims to consecrate anything or make claims to have blessed anything. That's a lot of people don't use the word consecrate, but in La Regla de Ocha, we do not bless items, we consecrate items. So whenever you hear someone saying, I'm gonna bless this fan in the name of Ochun, number one, if the person has no licencia, they're not initiated, they can't bless anything. But if they're gonna bless a fan of Ochun, we consecrate things that we give to the Santo. Continuing on, there is another trend where I see where people throw the word initiate and santero and santera around a lot, even though they are not initiated. Let me make this clear. Having your Orisha necklaces, your aleques, does not make you an initiate, does not make you a santero, does not make you a santera. Having your warriors does not make you a santero, santera initiate. Having your mano de orula does not make you an initiate. Having oloko, nasohano, ibei, an inche osain, or pake elegua, or any adim orisha does not make you an initiate. Having santo lavado does not make you an initiate. You coming from a long line of brujas and santeras does not make you an initiate. You are not an initiate. Someone who has undergone the 7-day Yoko Ocha ceremony and is a consecrated Olorisha, and whose Ori and Alagbatori have made a pact with each other, is an initiate. Meets the requirements to fill the word santero, santera. I am a santero. I am an Olorisha. Not because I received my necklaces and my warriors and Olokun and my mano de orula prior to getting initiated. That just means I received things. I'm an Olorisha because I have Orisha, I have Obatala seated on my head. Continuing on, your necklaces, your warriors, Olokun, etc. These are things which you receive, but you are not initiated into anything. You receive them, and where do I find evidence in what I'm saying? That you know that I'm not talking out of my ass. At any point, as a media asiento, as someone who's not initiated, if that's you and you're watching, you are not initiated. At any point, you may throw your necklaces, your warriors, your Olokun, and everything you got. You can throw it away or give it to your godparents or take it to the river. Just get rid of them and be fine. And be fine because you have not made a pact between your Ori and your Alagbatori Orisha. There is no pact. But when you are initiated, it doesn't matter whether you convert. If you pull a la lupe, iba la yentonu la lupe, ocantomi. He was made to Ochun. If you know La Lupe, a famous Cuban singer, she converted to Christianity. But she was an initiate. She was santera. She was Olorisha. And whether she threw out her santos or not, I don't know. But she converted. It doesn't matter whether you convert. It doesn't matter whether you throw your orisha away properly, improperly, throw them in the trash, whatever. it doesn't matter because that pact has been made between your ori and your crowning orisha, and that bond can never be severed, can never be undone, can never be broken in any way, shape, or form. So anybody who converts, like La Lupe, upon her death, she still has to go through the ocha rites, and her afterlife is still affected as a result of having made ocha, of having been initiated, regardless of whether you convert or not. There are plenty of people who convert, they say all this shit is satanic, and they get rid of it. But once you're initiated, that's it. If you're not initiated and you only have your mano de orula and your warriors and your necklaces, you're not an initiate, and at any point, you can just get rid of them, and your afterlife is not affected. No pacts have been made. You just receive more stuff. That's it. So that's a big difference. I also want to add that too many people throw out that they are apetebi or child of so-and-so as if it makes any difference to the legitimacy of their business, because it doesn't. These are titles that hold little to no weight. No disrespect to any apetebis, no disrespect to any mediacientos and aborishas. I was aborisha at one point. If I was a chick, I'd be considered an apetebi. But these titles hold little to no weight when you're not initiated. There are a million women with their mano de orula, thus there are a million apetebi walking around. It just means that you're a chick with mano de orula, and you're expected to serve the men while they eat. While babalaos eat, the apetebis, they serve them at the dinner table. That's it. Congratulations. That's it. That's the licencia that you got. Now, if you are a yafa, a wife of ifa, and your husband is a babalao, that does hold more weight, but even more so, unless the woman is crowned, the role of apetebi is to serve and assist the babalao. And depending on the house, she can also observe ifa as he works. She cannot observe odu, like the actual olofi odu. But no different than Ololodi, Ochun Ololodi, who's a master of Ifa, Yamaya is a master of Ifa. They can observe, they serve the men. That's it. I'm sure it gets deeper. Like I said, no disrespect to Apetebi. I noticed that more people are more proud to be Apetebi, even more so in the black community, in the Mexican community. Proud to be Apetebis. But being an Apetebi doesn't give a woman any more licencia than a dude with his mano de orula. The only difference is the woman gets the grand honor of serving men at a dinner table and observing odu while he's working. Being an apetebi doesn't give any authority when it comes to the ocha ceremony, because like I said, a million women have their mano de orula. So what makes one apetebi more special than another? What makes one uninitiated child of Olokun more special than another uninitiated child of Olokun? So it's just a cool title, you know, to add to your business. I'm a apetebi. I have my necklaces. I'm a child of Ochun, so I make Ochun candles. It's just for people to be impressed with, wow, they're a child of Ochun. This person must have an incredible love life. You know, he's a child of Chango, so he must get ass all the time. It doesn't make a difference. It's just a title. You're a child of Chango. You're a child of Yamaya. Unless you're initiated, it really doesn't mean anything. It's more of like a pride thing, just to know, oh, I'm a child of so and so. That's my point of view. So just because you have a cool title to add to your business bio doesn't mean anything to the actual legitimacy of the person. That's no different than me walking around and saying I'm a babalao because I have mano de orula. Well, I have orula received, so I am a babalao. I am a father of secrets because I have the secrets of Orumila. Because I have Orumila received. I have mano de orula. That's incorrect. That's disrespectful of me to me calling myself a babalao. So if I was not crowned, it would be disrespectful of me to call myself a santero if I was not initiated. Continuing on. So we are all here to learn and to grow, but just please stop using the term I am initiated into Lukumi Ifa if you only have your necklaces or your warriors or your mano de orula, or I'm an initiate of Olokun because I have Olokun received. No, having Olokun received and having Olokun on your head are two different things. Same with the term santero, santera. If you are not an initiate, a full olorisha, you are not santero, you are not santera. It only confuses outsiders who do want to learn and who are easily impressed with titles without understanding the meanings of them and the authority which they do or do not grant. El Conquistador, over and out. Peace.